the platform. I appreciate you guys being here. We're going to go ahead and go into this read. But before I do, I was just watching somebody's channel, right? And it was a young lady. And she was talking about like the art of war and like intimidation and things like this, right? And then she was saying something about like she felt like she was being followed around or whatever by some people or something. But this is intimidating because she was saying back in slavery, white men looked at black women or women, you know, as property or something like this. And you know, and so it really wasn't no safe place or something like this, and woo-de-woo, and they're using those same tactics right now. But then I was just thinking a little bit deeper about that, because not only, okay, we could talk about back then in slavery, but what about now? See, because I feel like back then and now, in order for those small amount of people to come onto this land, supposedly, allegedly, right? Unless, because I just heard something about trade wars, okay? Where some of these Africans that came over here could have been sent by their own families, okay? Or the family wasn't with them, or they were in the outskirts, or they were somewhere off by the water or something like this. But for hundreds of years, people knew that that's where they were being abducted from or taken from, and they didn't do anything. It's just taking me back to a fact that all this stuff could be just looked at in a different light, if it even happened like this at all. Okay? But let's go back to here, because I feel like the white man is the pure Indians, the American energy, the American Indians, autochthonous ones, and the American gods, okay? Those darker race people that were more than likely already here prior to slavery, okay? So I look at it in a different light. I feel like I carry that light, okay? And then I want to say that, again, we have to also add in the darker races like the Dutch and Africans, and that we're dealing with some of their kin and some of their children today that are amongst us right now, and they have the energy or spirit of those ancestors, but they may be in your clans or in your groups as plants and things like this. So this is the very major thing, I feel like, when it comes to people plotting and planning or building with each other and not really knowing people's pedigree. Okay, that's my stomach, y'all. And not knowing people's pedigree. And even if you do know their pedigree, you know, you have to actually still know their spirit. All right. So I feel like the fact that, so we have this unjust here. So the fact that like there's no one like me, or there's no one with me, because I feel like this. And a lot of times I talk with this I energy, that I am energy, because it's not that I made it like this, it's these people made it like this. If you want to be around me, you care about me, you love me, you want to take me as a wife, you want to take me as a partner or something like this, there's no reason in 2023 that there would not be any type of face-to-face meeting. Because like I said, there's something, and like I said, this could be something where these people are going to drift off into some black hole, or they're planning something or plotting or doing some other shit that's just, I don't even know what. But right now we are still on this dimension here. All right. I don't know if these twins that we're dealing with are all the time. Hell, they could be going off to other planets or doing something else. Okay. But that's also sexual immoralities, because when they're there, what are they doing? When these people are in these private meetings in the White House or wherever they're at, what are they saying? We know what they're telling us when they come on the media, but you really don't know. So again, a lot of these overseers, okay, and I want to say, like, even in South America and things like this, the research that I've done, because I did extensive research on history and the Bible before I started doing tarot, that there are images of these people that are whipping these people. But if you really read between the lines, or you read, then you'll see that these were not American black men. Some of these overseers on some of these plantations were actually dark-skinned, swarthy, Moorish, Muslim, Arabic, or whatever, and other races of, and some African as well, that were on the plantation. Because again, we already know, if you got a plantation full of 300 family members and 2 slave owners, the way our emotions are, there's no way that we will be able to sit there and watch 2 or 3 people standing in front of us and somebody whipping your wife or your child. It's just not feasible. It's not, it wouldn't even, do you understand what I'm saying? Now, could you be over in the east of the garden or the west of the garden or in the north or overseas and be watching a neighborhood or a community whip your wife by watching her being stripped naked and watching people recording her in her home, mocking her, people coming by, driving by, dropping off things, people doing sorcery and spell work, men maybe trying to get access or gain of entry to your home and have her raped? Because those look like lashings to me in 2023. So sometimes I feel like people that go straight to that, oh, this white and black and white people always da 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 da. They're in their emotions and they're in their feelings and they're not thinking about it. You don't have to listen to nothing. That's what I'm saying. But what I am telling you is that this is how we miss the message. This is how we replay these things because we don't realize that, again, and especially right now in 2023 with AI, anybody can carry that energy. Your own mama and daddy can carry since possibly since the 80s or 70s, people have been trafficking or allowing other family members or friends of family to come in on. That's trafficking to me, because if somebody is turning the other cheek, if you know you see something or you seen something and you didn't say something, or you were too busy partying and you didn't ask questions, that's still trafficking to me. That's allowing a gain of entry to your child or something like this, your nation. So I kind of look at right now how a lot of women are readers and stuff like that, and we are speaking these things here. Okay, now I don't know how many readers or whatever, because it seems like everybody's trying to catch on to these twin flames, and I have yet to see. Now somebody might make up some shit or something like this, like, oh, I found my twin flame and we together, but how do we know that that's the truth? It's not like it's busting out at the seams. Now I've been focusing on this and researching this or looking at this for 2 years. And I haven't seen anybody like, yeah, that's my twin or whatever. Let's talk about our twin flame journey and when we was telepathically communicating. Because you could just be meeting a nigga that's just like, yeah, bitch, I'm your twin flame. You know what I'm saying? And this is like somebody that you feel a connection with or something, but it don't have to be that person that you were having telepath. Like, how does that work? Where are those couples? That's what I want to know. So what you really have now is a lot of women that have energetically or otherwise invited these people in or not, set up boundaries and they not respected, or you did set up boundaries and they are respected because your energy, I'm sorry to say, is not that important to these people. Now that can happen to any one of us anytime. Some community could be making it seem like you're not worth nothing and you really are. I'm just saying that everybody's energy is not the same, and all of these people that are harvesting and doing this with energy, they're not doing it to every single body. There might be also mistrust within these families because so much of the outside coming into these families have created this, you know, in payments and I can give you this and everything in large families. And especially if you don't spend that much time together, it can be easy to disperse or get some information out of or something like this. But I was just thinking about this energy of twin flames, and then some of you might even have a spouse, or you might even be in a situation already. And this person don't know nothing about no twin flames. They don't give a damn. They don't want you talking about no twin flame or nothing like this, right? But it just made me think, how many, when we talked about this like 2 years ago when I started this journey here, how many women are now home alone or naked and afraid, or they were laughing at the Empress or main targeted individuals or something like this, and now they're on the chopping block. It don't matter if you got a piece of paper, boundaries or not. Because some of the stuff that we talk about here is, again, I'm never here to tell you what it is or what it ain't. I'm simply sharing what it looks like to me. Things that are unseen and seen, things that are just sensed and known. So some attacks, could be happening on people and you don't even know that it happened. A rape or something with fentanyl could have happened. A death could have happened. Something could have happened and you don't even know that it happened to you. You wouldn't know to go get a rape kit. You wouldn't know any of this, okay? Some of these main handler women that somebody allowed them to think that they were over, or they would never have to worry about this or something like this at some point in time, these may be the ones that are now going to be under some type of attack. Now people can say, again, I marked you, I branded you, my name or my number, but again, some of that shit can change for people and you don't even have to know. A masculine energy could have purchased you, or a masculine energy could be claiming you or something like this, but at any time, given time, that could change and you might not even know it. So again, I like to take the blame off of imaginary energies that had power, but it may not be how you think, and it may not be the people that you think. I think we're finding that out now, because we can say, oh, what about in slavery? But what about in the 80s? What about in the 70s? What about now? And when I'm looking at this twin flame thing or whatever, if these masculine energies, like, I'm pretty sure people are prioritizing, they are maybe reaching out to women, or some of these women may know of each other in these collectives or something. They could be, I don't know what they're doing. That's what they're doing. All right. These people separated me from being a part of any type of groups or anything, or having a following online. But I feel like it's because of the weight that I hold, and that they are planning something here where it's like, oh, go against these people, or this, or the government, or white people, or black people, or whatever this is. Okay. So there is this love all energy. But when it comes to your time of war, even when they're screaming peace, a queen or something can feel her fucking land. Somebody wants to take that ability from the actual person that's tapped into that source the way that no fucking body else is. A lot of people might get it twisted. You could be connected to God too. I'm not saying that you're not. But I feel like a lot of people, like I said, we're at that time when Satan has fooled the nation or the world. They could have flipped the script and somebody's just trying to fool me or not have me be enlightened. Okay? For all I know, I can be not being enlightened on a certain matter that matters as the queen or the king, and everybody else is enlightened. Okay. Somebody could have flipped the script is what I'm hearing. Let's pull cards while we talk. So when I'm talking about different races and phenotypes, that's like a God energy looking at the creation and trying to, you know what I'm saying, map out or see what, well, okay, these are, oh, that's Canaan. Oh, that's Japheth. Oh, it's not me being racist. It's also keeping an eye out. When I'm seeing different workers move into town that look more like French or, Haitian or something like this now in the stores, instead of Mexicans, or instead of like Indian workers or something, that tells me something. Okay. So that is somebody's birthright to have these abilities, the Ace of Cups and all these things. For somebody to remove that from their queen and think that they're going to use this with another energy, you're still dealing with a lower vibrating energy than what God created a certain energy to be. But I feel like, again, this has been, what I feel like is, again, my energy has been traded off, sold, bought, bartered, traded, or whatever, without my knowledge, possibly my whole entire life. These could be physical or astral or other kind of encounters, okay? What I see when I see Daenerys coming up from the ashes and being burned, okay? All right. Now, again, I don't get lonely because I feel like I connect to something, a higher energy that's within me. But I know what this feels like to be in this, like, oh, ain't nobody fucking with me though? Oh, okay. It's kind of like that. Okay. And it's kind of like, what do I want to say? Even though it seems like she's in darkness, I feel like I feel like people can learn something in darkness. So it does look like somebody's working hard on something here with this Eight of Pentacles and this Three of Pentacles here. This could be an individual, and then this is like some different organizations right here. But like I was saying, these women are valuable commodities, maybe not to people here, but some people could be getting dispersed, or this could be a sneaky trail of tears or a sneaky exodus or something like this. And I feel that some of us that are in our own homes or something, we're not a part of a community or communal living. Maybe you are, I don't know. But I look at more so communal living or a fortress as a lot of people that put their stuff in together. All right. They realize who the chieftain or something like this is. Kind of like how on like Walking Dead or something like this. to look up to for some type of guidance or something when they need, but everybody's doing their own part within a community or something like this. And this is built. It's a fortress. It may be fortified in some kind of manner or something like this. Maybe people dealing with old forts or some shit like this. I don't know. Maybe they have plans with their people. If this happened or something occurred, we all come here or whatever this is. But I was just thinking about the other women that, like me, that are, you don't really deal with nobody. You are alone. You know, you are more secluded, or you're sitting in your home. You may even be connected to one of these groups, but you guys are living separate. Like somebody could live in Florida, somebody could live in California. Like, again, I feel it's kind of like a sacrificial energy here. It almost like some people have us, even if they plugged us in, or if you were naturally anointed or naturally blessed with this gift or something like this, it's almost like sitting duck energy here. Even if these people promised alliance. Can you go right next door? And this is somebody that's a part of that collective. Or are they all online? And at a distance in different parts of the world. Now, that's a part to have too, to get your word out or whatever. All right, but I'm just wondering here. A lot of women have children. They're single mothers. Like I said, I'm not pretending to know. We have the the 9 of Wands. Yeah, so this could be something like this. Like a fortress would look like there's a man out there at the fence or something like this all times a day. Okay, with this kind of energy here. All right. I don't know if the way somebody's doing something when it comes to protection is draining somebody's wheel of fortune or something like this. Or the way some group is doing something, something could be being drained here with their wheel of fortune here. Because they're not, they're calling it a collective, but it could be like, it's like, yeah, we got people all over the country or something. But like I said, do you have somebody right next door? Because at least, I mean, it could trigger plantation energy, but it still brings me back to that kind of energy and sharecropping, and how some people got played out of their land by the sharecroppers, making their work harder for them, making them pay for renting materials to work on the land that they both supposed to be in a business partnership with and both supposed to be. So why would you charge your worker to work on y'all's land together, unless you want to keep them indebted some kind of way here? All right. And then we have to wonder if this is the same thing that some of the people that these people are collecting with on this level here. Is that the same thing that they're doing? Because you're over here paying your own. Like, I don't know what formulas people have going on, but I'm pretty sure somebody has something going on here. I can sense it. I'm also feeling like somebody's wheel of fortune could be in reverse because somebody is spending their money. Like, again, somebody could be spending the money to my kingdom or my treasury or my trust or something like this, or for America or whatever, on all this other stuff, or even some type of programming or something like this, like food stamps or something like this. And then also not charging the rich to pay back what they've used, or the gifts that they've taken from that chosen one at that time, or that world card energy. Even if they're trying to place somebody else in that energy and be seen as this person, you know, there's some debt or something that had to be paid by these people here. And somebody could be also using manipulation or sorcery, the judicial system, to now it's not the man on the plantation. These are people that can send some kind of special agency in and take you to jail for no reason or some shit like this. You see what I'm saying? And would anybody know? Would anybody know that these people knocked on your door and did something, or busted in your house and took you somewhere? Unless these people have tracking devices in individuals in order to do so. But that can't be love, right? That just has to be some type of, property, something here. So that's what I was thinking about when she was saying that. because that would be misleading people. Because again, some other people, even when we're talking about natives, some of the natives that were scouting out, they were called scouts. Those are spies that were scouting out. They were people from that, thinking that they were helping the government or helping do something, but then they found themselves in a certain situation. This could be that energy as well. Since I'm not dealing with any of these groups, I don't have any look, I'm not spying on them. Whatever's coming is true prophecy, period. I'm not a part of no organization or nothing. So again, this is also, this hitman energy is giving me something here where some people might have been digging in somebody's something here that they know that this person would need. Somebody wants somebody else to need them or sign up or sell their soul or something like this, or be under something, but something was for somebody to be able to do something with here. And with this, it not into you, but chasing you, that's what I'm saying. Somebody want to own somebody here, possibly. There's a thin line between love and hate. Somebody could have cared about you, but now they just want to have you or something like this. This could be even like Hades trying to take Persephone, okay? So this could be also some ritualistic energy that could have happened with a daughter of mine, because I was surprised to hear where she was staying the night at. This masculine energy could be taking that like that daughter energy or something. They could be working against me or working against the throne. This person could have been supposed to be with me or courting me or trying to convince me. But in 1 second, this person could be also dealing with a daughter here. And actually working with this daughter. Like there's a difference between somebody that's just there and you're actually working with somebody energetically, spiritually, or otherwise. So it's a lot of shit that goes into what's going on right now. And it's not like back in the day with the gangs or the mobs where they had to meet up on the corner or they went to their favorite coffee shop like Tino's Pizza or some shit like this, and they sit there and talk about these things, or they get up and walk up and down the street and talk about these things and just hope a motherfucker don't have a bug. We're talking about some other kind of technology or something here. All right? So past, present, or future, this could just be the energy of ancestors using narratives to create some type of awareness here. Some type of remembrance of something that could have happened. So I'm always going to love all. I'm not going to never shade nobody because of their sex, their color, their religion. But I make these things aware because there's something about watchfulness. It really is. That's just what it's about. And all that is out the door. If I said, like I said, we got ER. Somebody is in the ER. Man in ER. So man down. Okay. I'm seeing hit ass. Okay, so this could also have something to do with something, a rape or something, or this could be Assyrian energy here. Because something is getting thick. Something is like thick right now. This is a nation also that could have been fooled into lies about an empress or emperor energy or something like this. This could be a certain couple, whether they are living together or they are was supposed to come together. Somebody could be lying or trying to make up something here about a couple or something like this to turn people away from them, pointing out something here. This could be something that everybody is guilty of or something, but they could have used this to try to oust someone. It's almost like these people have lied on two people that were being abused or used because of their beauty or their looks, and so other people are looking onto them, or the treatment or the special, like the protection that they had at some point in time, and people can't stand them because of that. Maybe they feel like it's your fault or that you did something, or I don't know, and you could be clueless to all this stuff because of the witchcraft or mind control or brainwashing that's been done on some people. So you may not even know what these people, but you never seen these people eye contact or eye to eye. So what do you know? What do you know? It seems that everybody else knows about whatever the fuck this is, and I don't, right? But I still have to stand 10 toes down. I still have to stand and not know who sometimes should be hit. I feel like, again, at one point in time, it's very accurate. I feel like I'm still accurate now, but it's slowing down. But I feel like that's because somebody is trying to make somebody think that they're coming in, or somebody is doing something, or they already sealed the deal. Somebody could have already so-called purchased someone. This could be the Joseph energy of them trying to sell me into slavery or whatever this is. All right. So I'm going to always love all, but I'm telling you right now, if I feel like somebody is invading or they're doing something, I'm not jealous, but I'm fucking territorial. Period. In this day and age, it's lots of things that can be going on within the mind or on another level here that you don't even have the chance or the opportunity to be trying to peep game or be aware. Is all I'm saying. So some people could be moving around. I'm seeing people moving around to a place or something like this or something like that. This could be people hiding in the clefts of the rock because of the wrath of God. Or this could just be, again, they're preparing for something or getting the fuck out the way because they know something is coming. I love culture, lands, races, traveling, and shit like that. I don't have anything against any type of people. But what I'm saying here is that when it comes to my land and a responsibility or a birthright or something, even though these people are hiding, even nobody wants to mentor, even nobody wants to lead or help or give any guidance or something like that, it's something about the weight being even on the Empress more than anybody. So people can sit there and talk about laziness and they hate laziness, but these is people that already know the type of way down energy that the Empress goes through. They just hating, they want to look better, they want to sit on somebody's throne or something like this where they don't belong. They ain't got the juice like that. And if they did have it at some point in time, they've been using your juice or a motherfucker that's attached to you to bring them cups or something like this in order to stand in that energy. I can't stand people that try to act like they just, you know what I'm saying? That's what I don't like. And these are people that could have been look on to you, around you, or some shit like this, and they already know some snake shit. So what the fuck is you even saying? Just some envious, jealous people that want something that don't belong to them. I don't know how motherfucker gonna, you wake up from amnesia after 20 years of being asleep or something, and these motherfuckers, and if people talking about it's our destiny, I don't know if this is talking about a divine masculine, because we picked up on that Asian, the tiger energy with the two people right here that was husband and wife, and at all costs they were gonna wreck shop to fix shit in their land, all right, no matter at all costs, okay? Or this could also be this energy of shit, I was just thinking about something else. I can't remember what I was just thinking. I lost my train of thought. So this could be something like that. Or this is a group of people that have already been plotting on you your whole life. They already been running your empire into the ground or running it for 20 years. So why couldn't they fix or do whatever they were going to do the 20 years when you were asleep? And now they want to throw you under the bus with your stuff and you're waking up to reclaim your throne. But they're like, oh, it's ours now and we've been running for 20 years and we done ran into the ground, but we about to go over here and do this. You know, it's something like that also that could be happening here. So somebody could be telling you, these people could be abusive, horrible people that did something, bound their own brother, sister, mother, cousin, wife, spouse, or something, somebody that was an innocent person that never did anything but love these people, and they just feel like, oh, they have to tell you for some reason that this is their legacy here. Okay, this could be I keep hearing witches and warlocks as well. All right. Some people could have been pretending, having this whole front about being Christian, Muslim, or whatever it is. But really, they're just independent, narcissistic energies that don't really care about nobody but themselves. All right. And once they make themselves, you could be in their happiness. But once they feel like they thought they found something in the likeness of you, again, and that's also where I feel like humanity failed. Instead of doing right by the one. So these could be also people claiming to be your twin flame. But if something hit the fan, they make sure another bitch is safe, but you still sitting in the same spot. Okay? So yeah, it is a time of war, whether it's chemical, biological, spiritual, or whatever type of warfare. It is a time of that here. Love on the brain. So this could be also something, like I said, some type of psychological warfare here. All right? So these people could be acting like they're chasing you, but they're buying you, or they want to sell you, or something like this here. Somebody could be, like I said, using false reports or changing your DNA records, changing your genealogy, whoop-de-whoop. They've already done this. Since COVID, those 2 years when we weren't able to go to the Social Security place and all this other shit, people already been changing people's identities, you know, looking in the houses. Yeah, I want that one, that one, that one. Yeah, I'm gonna purchase all them. Yeah, with a whoop, whoop, whoop. But so this could be, again, you may be able to stay in your same place, in your same family situation, your same construct or something here. Your same foundation in your household or something like this. But some people may end up not. Something could also be fake news here, where somebody's trying to make a news report, because that's what I was just thinking about too. I feel like a lot of things that come my way are also things that somebody is trying to see how I would operate or see how I would respond to something. That some of this stuff is just, and that's what I call projection. All right. So some of this could be just for me, puzzles and stuff, or something that somebody's trying to see how my mind works. And some of this shit can be actually going on. So again, use whatever you find here at your own discretion. Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Isn't it cute when this bone pop?
Mm-hmm. So again,
my arm is very skinny right here.
But I'm doing a video, please. I'll talk to you when I'm done. So again, somebody could be I'm picking up that somebody's with this ex still watching you in reverse and invested in you. Somebody could be trying to make you think either or, that they're not and they are, or they are and or they are or they're not, okay? And they're not. This could also be talking about like somebody just watching you or something like this, but they acting like they walked away, or I don't know what I'm picking up with this. We're going to have to just pull cards on this. But then again, we have hitman, assassin, and murderer here. Somebody could be a murderer, or it could be one of these seductive feminine energies here. All right. Somebody could be being lied on, that they deal with somebody that they don't deal with, or actually somebody found out that somebody was dealing with somebody else. All right. Somebody else could be also sending somebody in on their person for some reason. It sounds so weird, but I just feel like that's what could be happening. Again, I don't know why sometimes I pick up on like gifts that people have with like traveling, astral travel, or some whatever people do. Like I said, I don't feel like I have none, but I might be a natural or something. I don't know. Okay? Because a lot of times I feel like people are talking to me like, yeah, bitch. But I'm like, I don't know what the fuck you talking about. So I don't know. It could be people. What I was thinking about before I went to bed last night, because I'm always thinking about something real quick before I go, is that somebody could be using somebody's, wait until you fall asleep and use hypnosis, or they could be using your energy or as you as a conduit, like something like this when you're unaware. I don't know why I feel like this. Somebody could just want you as a trophy, but not really so much as a trophy, like on display, like something they need to rub for magic or something like this, but they don't want to deal with you. They don't want to treat you. They don't want to deal with you. They don't want to do something like this. So that sounds like slavery to me. Because once these people get you in their grips or under their number with their antidote or under some other kind of social credit system number, who knows what they can do with your mind here. And it don't even have to be physical. Somebody could really just be putting indirect or direct energy towards you and ciphering something from you. Like, this is the day and age here. Because very unprofessional people and childish people are in very prominent positions right now. It's like everybody know that like 300 or 144 were chosen. Everybody's been given their paper. You're one of the 144. This is your real truth about you. But they left the main person or the king or the queen or the head of whatever it is. All right? Out of something here. And people thinking like, why this person act like this or something? Why she don't just fall in line with everybody else? But they don't know that somebody secretly been doing something to just one person. And if these people knew what this person was doing, I don't know why I'm picking this up. If these people knew what this person was doing to this one person, they would be like, that's fucking fucked up. You know what I'm saying? And some people could have found out and they had to go into like meditation or hiding or go off on their own. Like, what the fuck is this? What they've been doing to us? You know, it's. I just feel like it's something like that. A lot of wounded warrior energy is what I'm picking up here, at some point in time, where people, you know, could have thought you was saying some shit that was crazy, and then they wake up to find out that this is what's going on, and maybe they even seeing who could have been doing it, and they like, oh hell no, because this could be somebody that can be very bold and something like this, and erratic with their behavior, but when it comes to standing their ground and standing up, this is like a sneaky snake energy that slithers out. Okay, they don't have no accountability. Like, somebody don't want to do it nobody else's way but theirs, but somebody else comes off as like somebody that's selling a dream, or a snake oil salesman. All right. So what about now? Okay. What about now? Somebody could have also been close to somebody for clout or something like this, but they only needed to wait for a certain amount of time, and now they've moved on to a certain location or destination or something like this. But they had to be sure that they found somebody, like I said, in the likeness of somebody else before they can do it, before they can say ha ha or look at you. Now those people don't like you. You know what I'm saying? Or somebody could just been very vague about, somebody could have said something like, oh, they don't love you like I do, them niggas, or whatever, these people, or something like this. And that could have just been something to keep you on alert. Or this could have been something here to like laugh in your face, like premeditated some shit here. All right. But somebody could also think that if they leave you or something, that's it, or you're weak, or that's it, or you're not connected to God, you're not blessed. Nobody can be sitting around doing this or whatever and like this and being blessed. Because I know a lot of people like to say the Empress. That's why there's not nothing but one Empress. I'm going to keep on saying that all to the motherfucking day I die. Somebody could have tried to replicate that with science or technology, but that's what it is. And to get people to believe otherwise is misleading, and it can actually be messed up here, where somebody can be dispersing that particular, or giving people the thought that you can just be the Empress. Like, somebody was formed in the womb and placed there and brought up a certain way, no matter what society thinks about it, to be a powerhouse or something like this. Now, the lack could be that other people have rejected this person and didn't want to deal with them, or didn't want to see their light, or wanted to seem like they were just used for a toy or to play around with, or they don't have nothing to offer for what we building or something. Somebody sat there and listened to somebody saying a whole model for what they would do for building a community or building something, and they're trying to act like they don't know that you can do that or you have skills here. All right? Yeah. So again, somebody is in devil energy. Like I said, oh, what did we pick up earlier? I was just looking at this top row and I said, oh, somebody trying to act like they not the devil no more, just to get the fuck back in real quick. Because y'all done seen this devil card for the past couple days, and it's something about 3 days. Somebody could have got hurt or something, just like Christ dying for 3 days. Something could have happened or whatever. Something could have happened to chink in somebody's armor or something like this. And now somebody is in devil energy here. We got the King David energy in the reverse, and we got the devil here in the upright. So somebody did something to David or Jesus here, took the money from what Jesus needed to be able to do his work or her work and move about, okay? And now somebody's back in devil energy and want to put you back in it. This could be also somebody afraid that they're going to lose someone, or they could be in devil energy towards someone else right now, okay? Somebody could want to put you right back in this Eight of Swords, or they're being a devil energy to somebody else because of what they did. I don't know. A Queen of Swords. So we got a Queen of Swords energy. Okay. I don't know why my wrist is not hurting today after it was in so much pain last night. But I seen a voodoo doll with something wrapped around the arm. Okay. I'm not going to go as far as like barbed wire, but that's kind of how it felt like a little bit. Like somebody had something around somebody's wrist. And I kept on seeing also a lady hanging up on a tree. Okay, because I feel like this big great oak tree in that book, The Spring, is identical to what this. You would have to go back to that video because I did a virtual, I showed you guys the trees, and I showed you what it was saying in the book. And this is the exact layout right here, okay? So that tree right there is even a lady's face. I showed you guys a picture of that in the old videos, on that tree. And they asked, how did his enemy defeat him? And there was something about that tree, okay? So again, and my telephone wire is also right by that tree. And somebody was saying something about watch out for dandelions, right? And so we see these little things growing on here, right? And the other day I was sitting outside on my little chair, and I looked behind me, and I'm like, that's a big, thick ass dandelion stalk, right? Because my daughter was saying, and it's right on the pole of my, electric thing, the new one that they put in. Now, okay, I remember last year when I was doing some videos, somebody kept on messing with my YouTube channel, and they'll send me like a song like Keep It Up or something like this, and or like I'm gonna pull the plug or some shit like this. It was songs that was coming in like that, right? And then my internet went out for a whole week. You know, Spectrum told me it take a week for these motherfuckers to come out to put my Wi-Fi back on. And when they did, they sent somebody and they put some new shit in here. Okay? So again, that could be something, because the stalk is going right up against the rod that's coming in from the ground here. And there's no big stalks nowhere else in the yard. It's just there. And I know it's trippy because I used to have hummingbirds come and just dance around that damn meter. The hummingbirds would come and they would just be doing something weird. And then my daughter asked me yesterday, because I said, oh, a hummingbird. And she was like, why do it look like it's mechanical? Why do they move like that? It moves so fast, but she was like, it looks like it's mechanical. But again, something like this, all right? So the types of warfare that we've been taught in the books and the images that we've seen in the books, the type of shit that we're dealing with today, and I'm pretty sure other people already are updated or know this. I could just be, like I said, that baby, like waking up, like, you know, and not knowing none of this shit. And these people could have already been teaching these people these things for I don't know how long. You know what I'm saying? This could be somebody's excuse, like that person is stupid, they act clueless, they're always wrecking stuff or something like this. You know, like the grandmother was on Encanto or whatever the movie is called. Like, you don't even have a gift or whatever like this, okay? So I don't know. It could be some kind of energy like this right here. All right, where somebody just wants somebody to stay out of the way or something like this, okay? We got the 3 of Pentacles here underneath this 8 of Pentacles. It's like these are a bunch of mean people. They don't have no reason whatsoever to do this to somebody or try to exclude them. Or this is somebody just making you think that you excluded. It's either or. But somebody has already come up with this in their mind here. They've already come up with the fact that they're going to have certain wives and all this other shit too. Okay? Or people connected to them. So there's that 3 of Pentacles with that crafty counsel. That can be what this is. Your family could already be pre-dispersed in your household. Okay? Yeah. So that's what I was picking up, because I was thinking about a couple years ago when they were saying that if you go to jail in America or in the United States now, that somebody can deport you right away to any other jail across the nation or the world. Like, you don't have to be, especially people that don't have family or they don't deal with their family or something no more. They can, you know, I was saying that's kind of strange to do that. But they can just send you to anywhere else that they want to send you to once you go to jail, I was hearing. This was like 8 years ago or something like that. So that was some shit that I was looking at, okay? Somebody is working hard, listen, okay? But there's also some type of illusions here. Like somebody's trying to create an illusion from up above here. This is usually the sun in sackcloth, but since he's not, well, he's not on this card, but he would be in reverse right here. So this could have been somebody that was looking at something in the daze and confused or something like this, but somebody's now seeing something and they're like, oh shit, because you would have to have somebody that would be prepared. Now you could be prepared all you want, but why? How are you caring about me and you know about some plans or demise or something 10, 20 years before you even approach me or come to me or speak to me on that shit? This is an overthrow. And it ain't going down though. It's something like this. It's like somebody wants to say, well, you know, we did overthrow you and we took your crown and your things and stuff, but we want you to be a part of us. Well, why the fuck you couldn't be a part of me? Why couldn't you just, you seen me my life, you seen me grow up, you seen me, you know, what I would do in certain situations. You already been studying me. What's wrong with you? It's like that. And like these motherfuckers ain't been running the thing already for, like I said, whoever this is has been running something or building something in the background for about 40 years. Whoever these people are. To save all this, somebody could have just said, hey, this is what we doing, this is what we, whatever, do you want to be a part? But no, somebody tried to act like they were, like, again, this is a motherfucker that don't even, but again, in times of war, we was reading with the Indian Wars that we've been at war almost all the years since colonization with the government, hidden wars or secret wars, all right? It was barely a time when we weren't at war, all right? But you would think that that's crazy. We was in school learning about wars. Why were we talking about them wars and not the inner wars that were going on the lands at that time? So again, I guess and I think I did read something where you don't have to be aware, like the second party or whatever doesn't have to be aware that you at war with them, all right? But the fact that somebody had to work this hard lets me know that there's something more powerful out there or in there or something that somebody feels like they blocked somebody from. And it just feels like this is like it. This is it. Like that Michael Jackson shit, this is it. It's something like that. Now, it may not even be televised, but this is it. Okay? Is what I'm hearing. All right? So we have a Knight of Cups energy here. This would be 3 images here with the sun in darkness here. Somebody could be building in the dark. But whoever this is down here is not in devil energy. So this could be somebody in the north or something here in devil energy. And we're going to call this the south right here. All right? Yeah. So the manipulator is in the south, trying to mimic or trying to be in the energy of this King David energy in reverse. This could be a Leo feminine energy, okay, that has something to do with this. Somebody could be thinking that I'm hearing owned or only or something like this, but this person could be connected to somebody's spouse here. All right, this could be a fake bride here. This has something to do with Texas as well. Something is very significant about Texas and women in Texas. A group of Texas women or Texans, witches, I'll say. So these could be, like I said, witches in the south going after the king of the Jesus or whatever, the king of the north here. This could be a female or a male, and this is why this person could be looking like they're in reverse. But if you see, this is in reverse, but these 2 of Pentacles are now exposed. 2 Pentacles are now open or something like this. Like something is with these 2 is very significant here. Just even making me think about some kind of warring machinery, or somebody think that they ended somebody, but they opened up something else here, and this is sitting in darkness here. All right. This could also be clone energy too, where this person is dealing with the lion energy here. Like the animalistic behavior here. And then somebody up here is dealing with the actual man that's in reverse.
My mama's pretty.
Thank you, Bree.
Y'all can't tell me nothing.
Bree, you think I'm pretty? Thank you.
And you better subscribe.
Bree, get back. So, yeah, so we have, again, somebody in reverse here. Somebody could have think that they did something to end somebody, or somebody, I feel like this is a silly vampire or something like this that feels like they can do something here to manipulate somebody to stay with them or be with them. Like somebody could be doing a love spell on somebody or something, but they're going to be rudely something here. This is weird, guys. Somebody could be trying to, somebody could try to marry somebody. Somebody could have been married to somebody to get some gain, killed this person, because this energy definitely is a killer energy, okay? This feminine Leo. They could, and now they're trying to attach themselves to this masculine or you or a female or somebody trying to attach somebody to someone so that they can't testify against them for whatever it is that they were doing. But somebody was already watching. This could be 2 years of something that was going on. And next to this person, we got the Emperor in reverse that's sitting up under the devil. So an Emperor could have made a deal with a devil here. People are definitely choosing sides. I don't know if these people know exactly who's choosing sides. I don't know who's plants and who's not. Oh my God. This is some motherfuckers thinking that they ready to take over some shit without healing, without being better. And they may have science and technology or something like this, but I just don't see anything good coming out of it. Oh my goodness, what is this? Oh Lord. Yeah. There's also a Queen of Swords in the north here. Northeast of New York or something like this here. This is like a slaughter something. So I don't know why. Because something told me about a slaughter that's going to be happening here. Or it made me want to look into times, not the trials, but just ending some people. Types of people that were doing certain things to innocent people. Somebody could be a Queen of Swords in the north. Okay, we got to do a 3-roll here. We got to do a 3-roll. We got to do the north, as above, so below, and in between. All right. Why do I want to? Okay, let's do it this way and just add the row in the middle. Because I feel like this is southern. This is definitely southern energy here. And I'm just not sure if this is the north or something in the middle. Somebody stuck in the middle with you. Something about a 2 of Cups down here. So let's see what's going to come out here. Hold on 1 second.